Greetings and ho ho ho, Flesh Wound freaks. I am Flesh Wound Dan, or Santa Dan tonight, joined by producer Todd.
I think it's Cuck Miss Claus.
Fuck you, Todd. That's Pug Thread.
Namaste and bah humbug.
Dan, you used
you're
profanity
having
43 minutes into this show. That
Minutes?
is not okay.
Seconds.
And then you bitch about us about getting monetized. Oh, well, you can't say that word. And then you curse in the time you're not allowed to, Dan.
In the suit.
In the Santa suit. Oh, I hope you get a sack full of hate.
Everyone loves Santa Dan.
We know why he's wearing that suit.
We're breaking it out early. I know it's
Pervy old Saint Cuck.
Damn. So yes, we're getting closer. This month is going by fast. So
Go faster.
Where's the spirit, Pugs?
So
Up
I gotta
your
ask.
ass.
I was gonna use Ebenezer McCuck, but I didn't know which was gonna be funnier.
Well, Ben Grimm said Ebenezer Todd, so you made the right call.
Okay, I didn't catch that. Okay.
There's a book, totally random segue, but it's called Marley, and it's like a prequel. It's how like Marley is just like this evil fucking prick, and it's kind of like the origin story for how he made Scrooge so bad. There's like I think he actually
I thought we were talking about the dog that got smoked.
Or the new Bob Marley movie.
I
Wow,
was like, they made the dog a shithead in the first book. That's brilliant.
I think he assaults Scrooge's fiance, and like it's pretty dark shit.
What kind of assault we're talking here?
I believe the kind
Taunting?
we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube.
A taunting. Nice.
Kind you don't cry during like a little bitch. Check out our
Makes it
August
harder,
Underground.
Check out the August Underground review, the trilogy review, actually, which is a good show, lots of fun. So yeah, I have one rant before we get into this, though. The Academy Awards.
They haven't been announced yet.
Yeah, but we're getting a box office achievement award.
That's the wrong show, Dan.
Is that Golden Globes?
Yes.
My bad. Well, fuck the Golden Globes.
Well, yeah, everyone says fuck the Golden Globes. That's just the award you buy because you want an award.
Mark this time down. I may or may not have said something I shouldn't have. I don't know if it came out all the way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
well, at least it was past 3 minutes.
How much money you make award worthy? Because there's a lot of shitty movies that make a lot.
Well,
of
it
money.
says box office achievement or technical, so it can be a technical achievement.
Okay, then that's even more confusing.
That is weird though, but I
know
it is weird. But like, if you're the number one at the box office, how is that not the automatic winner? Like, there's no suspense.
Yeah, whatever made the most money, right? I mean,
well, no, because it's not. I think it has to be something like significant to the box office. I don't think it's just the one who makes the most money. Something like, which is not nominated. -1 is broke several box office. Well, I know, but I'm saying for the Golden Globes, it's not nominated for that. I mean, that's broken so many box office like milestones.
Yeah,
but I mean, for something like that, I get it. Like it would make sense, but it's not. But yeah, otherwise it's like, well, are we giving it to Barbie or what technical, thing this year? Like, I mean, it'd be just give it to Cameron then and fucking be done with it. We don't have to do the award again. Just give him the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, the Lifetime Achievement one. That belongs to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, I don't get it. Maybe there's some clear explanation. There you go.
Santa Claus. Special video.
It's been
Santa Claus
too long. Even before I started dressing up on the show, it's been Santa Dan.
Yeah, I saw it on the Wanted poster.
I think that's a good shirt. Fuck Cactus.
For breaking and entering.
I'm just mad. I'm just mad Dan isn't doing Santa Claus.
Oh, I don't know. That would disrespect the memory of Balls Mahoney if I did Santa Claus.
Can you believe I have not brought Nathaniel Claus out this whole?
You haven't shown.
You know why? Because he's not coming out until next week.
Yeah.
The week before Christmas. He's off.
He respects the Hanukkah days, so he's waiting the proper amount of time.
Well, it's not just that. I can't bring him out because he's not.
Get shot?
No, he might say things. Talk about controlling and all that other stuff. You never know with him.
Yeah. Cliff Booth says Bruce is a little helper, so he's the one that holds the spoon.
Bruce is the spoon holder.
I wish I were her helper.
Dan, can you demonstrate how well you hold her spoon? Do you cup around it so she can light it?
That's fucked.
You don't need to bend it, right? Since it's a two-party system.
That's messed up. Shout out to the chat, by the way.
He just says that's messed up. He never says that's not true.
Right.
I saw her pop up in an Instagram video, some charity thing. She's fucking beautiful. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Was she part of the charity, or was she like the
just because she makes Sonny look fatter doesn't mean she's beautiful?
Future cellmates.
That's fucked up. I'll pose this question to you in the chat. Have you watched any non-horror Christmas movies lately?
I guess I should do this now before I forget. If any of our Patreons have not voted on the Farce movie, go vote for it by the end of the day, because I got to end it because we got to record it early because it's airing on Christmas. There was a plea Ozzy made that I told him I'd put up early for voting for Die Hard. Still some confusion on. They didn't like the name Flesh Wound Fists. So I don't know what we call it. Action one.
I just like that you have the word confusion so close to fucking. I can't even.
So Daily Ghost wants Xmas Vacation 2. Please torture Ozzy. The problem with that, Ghost, is you're torturing me too.
We gotta torture. Ozzy's too happy lately. Ozzy needs to be knocked down a peg. I prefer angry Ozzy. So I think you gotta make.
Someone's getting a little incelly. The question is, does Ozzy really not like Die Hard? No. I put this on for him because I was like, we'll see if the Patreons vote. I said I watched it on the big screen, and I finally have my answer if I think it is or isn't a Christmas movie. Like, I had an answer before, but seeing it again on the giant Dolby screen, not cropped because it was shot through 351, and taking it all in, like, I was like, I have my answer. So if you want to find it out, you got to vote for Die Hard. That's the only way I'm helping Ozzy on this one.
Side rant on that. That is the most annoying fucking conversation ever. I have a checkout guy at Kroger, and I don't know why. And it's like, you have to remember you've done this joke. He just randomly asks, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
You go, no, but Lethal Weapon is, motherfucker.
I think the last time
that's not my official statement. I'm just
I don't care. I don't fucking care. I've been asked that so many times.
You know what I do say, and I do this to Greg all the time. I'm like, well, It's a Wonderful Life's not a Christmas movie. It's not. If you watch it, Christmas has nothing to do with it other than the Angel Bell's Wings lines.
Yeah, but that one definitely
has
the message, and
it's because it has a positive message. People, it's a Christmas movie. And people think a Christmas movie has to have a positive message. Fuck you, Silent Night, Deadly Night's a Christmas movie.
It's at Christmas. I mean, you have Christmas horror, which
Ben
again,
Grimm with one of my favorite Christmas movies, Jingle All the Way, is a must-watch by Christmas.
Yeah, Pugs is a huge Larry the Cable Guy.
I haven't seen the second one, damn it.
I haven't either. I do like that one. That one is fun. Now, do you like the extended version or the regular version?
Either one. But if I'm watching one, I will go extended.
See, I can go either way because sometimes it's like, I just want a nice breezy view, but yeah.
I know I've mentioned it before, but I was at the filming for the parade, and that fucking blew my mind when I was a child. I was like, this is amazing. Arnold's over there. It wasn't Arnold. It was a fucking stunt guy, but still. Cool.
Arnold's stunt guy's over there.
Ben, you're right. California is like the least Christmas state. And I don't mean that as any like shot towards California. It's just
you're talking shit, motherfucker.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't feel Christmas.
I wish it felt less Christmassy than what I feel right now. It's Christmassy enough.
Yeah,
I don't even see stores like
Everyone's
out.
decorating like
Good.
I don't know what
It's
you're talking
gross. Although I did go to the fucking Christmas vacation house. That was kind of cool.
I'm gonna take the kid there, but I'm not gonna tell. I'm gonna take my mom and cousin too. Like they'll be more excited than the kid. The kid like, what's this shit?
Dude, they sell churros and hot chocolate there too. It's pretty cool. And ask the guy to make it snow. It's pretty cool.
All right.
So is this just like a house, normal house?
But it's just a normal house, and they added the second story. They added everything to make it look like fucking legit. Well, I sent you the photo. It's fucking cool.
Yeah. Christmas vacation.
Yeah, I knew they were doing it. I didn't know it was that close.
Yeah.
And then the Nightmare Before Christmas one's over here too.
Oh, I did not know that. But look, I've got enough Christmas in for today, so I'm good. I'm good for the season.
Yeah, I've watched a few things. I haven't watched Scrooged yet. I do feel like I need to
watch Trading Places. I haven't watched that yet, but that's a must too.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, but I plan on doing that Christmas Eve.
See, I like to watch Silent Night, Deadly Night earlier in the season, and then I can watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 later, and then I don't watch them back to back because I don't always like that.
No need.
Yeah.
Well, time is an issue for me. Otherwise, I've already watched like Eyes Wide Shut and shit. So that's my jam.
Yes. I forget about that. It's not Christmas until you see Nicole Kidman's pussy. Everybody.
Tom Cruise.
Heartbreak feels good in a place like that.
I'm not so sure Tom ever actually saw it, but
that's an AMC joke for the non. Have you seen the backpack?
What?
You haven't seen the AMC backpack?
No,
it's
they have
like,
a backpack now.
It's like the suit material.
The brown trench coat.
No. Wait,
what
the gray one.
Backpack?
Yes, there's an AMC backpack, and it looks like Nicole Kidman's suit from the trailer.
I kind of want
it. No, I saw it. I was like, it's got like the little it's like gray with the stripes. I was like, this is so stupid, but I kind of want it.
For all to make the fun we poke at the Nicole Kidman AMC ad, I think we're all gonna miss it when it's gone.
I enjoy how watch it now and just watch the cup. It disappears like 5 times.
Yeah.
Well, now that's all
first it magically appears because she never carries it with her. So I don't know if she's drinking someone else's soda or someone left it there and took off.
They bring it to you. It was one of those.
And then it disappears and then it comes back.
We can thank LRH for that. And Ben Grimm, I think he asked Scientologists celebrate Christmas. Yes, I went to LRH's Wonderland one time. It was on the side of the Egyptian theater. It fucking blew my mind. I was like, they celebrate like this? Okay, cool.
Wow, okay.
You get to see anyone who's not in public anymore.
Do they have like a Xenu Nutcracker? Or
honestly, it looked very traditional, but I didn't walk into it. I just walked by it.
Man,
I'm not joining that cult. No, thank you.
The Danny Masterson Christmas story, 5 stars.
I'm in. They don't know how much I support some of their ideas. I'm like, I don't want to go all the way, but you guys got some. You guys got something cooking.
Invasion USA confirmed to be a Christmas movie. This is very true.
There you go. That one doesn't get any of the discussion.
We can confirm Penance. I hear it every once in a while now. Christmas. I actually see more memes this year than I've ever seen for Invasion USA being a Christmas movie, which I saw too, which is more than normal years. The Ice Harvest is another underrated. I was trying to find some damn New Year's Eve comedies we haven't done on Farce yet. I'm running low because we're actually on New Year's Eve. So we did Ghostbusters 2 last year. We've done I don't know. I just don't want it to be When Harry Met Sally. It's like I'm down to like some pretty low. Like it's hard because I don't want to.
It's gonna have to get done eventually.
Well, not necessarily because we don't have romantic comedies aren't really what we do.
No.
I'm just gonna
February. You guys don't do that.
I think Pretty Woman's happening this year though.
Speaking of that bit.
Go for it.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you guys tore a poor Ski Patrol a new asshole last night.
I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
Hey,
It's like,
I was surprised.
Look, Ozzy spotted racism before me. I'm pretty proud of him because he called out the fact that George Lopez was only there so they could have someone accused of stealing. Because why the fuck else is George Lopez in the goddamn ski slope?
Well, he was nobody in 1990.
The mechanic. Make sure the slopes run. Make sure the works are. I can't say. But I was gonna say you brought up fucking Harry Arms, Julia Roberts. That new movie on Netflix is pretty good.
Oh, I've heard that.
Leave the World Behind. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, isn't it just
Christmas
like what everybody
Blood,
disappears or something?
I'm not saying, but you should check. It's really good.
Slasher, we did 200 Cigarettes. Ozzy was not a fan. I love that movie.
I love that.
We also did 4 Rooms. We've hit like all the ones that like really I think of for those. So like Ghostbusters 2.
I feel like now he needs to start knocking off more sex comedies.
Ski Patrol. I called it. Oh well, you'll see when. Wait, did that? No, yeah, I brought up Ski School in the other one. So
yeah,
subjective, perspective, collective, eyes wide shut. Amen, brother.
Fidelio.
I still got to release that fucking song.
Yeah, you mentioned that a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do
I haven't fine-tuned
next year too.
Yeah. It's practically done. I just got to fine tune it. So
okay.
You've heard it though, right? I've sent it to you.
I think
Maybe
it's been a while,
a
right?
long time ago.
Yeah. Check out Deviant Vulture Skulls, Pug's band.
Fuck yeah, that's this Eyes Wide Shut is a solo one, but yes, check out Deviant Vulture Skulls. One day we'll put out a Christmas album. Actually, an Easter album might be coming, but that's for another date.
Ooh, okay. Quick tease, and we'll get into our movies tonight, which we do have more Christmas horror tonight. Patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. We are getting ready. Well, we're getting ready to drop our Femme Fatales shows, which Todd and I have been having a blast revisiting this. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's surprising just how good it is. So that'll be.
They had given away all of our thoughts already.
Not giving away the thoughts. But yeah, check that out. All starts at just $1. Our Discord, which is free in the comments and always booming. Check that out as well. So, all right. I believe that's everything. So we'll get into our first review of the evening, which is
There's something in the barn.
There's something in the barn from director Magnus Martins. And in this film, we follow an American family fulfills their dreams of moving back after inheriting a remote cabin in the mountains of Norway, which they intend to turn into a bed and breakfast. There's only one problem. An evil elf lives in the barn. All
Pitt
right.
and Raymond did go to the premiere in Norway for this.
Yeah. You mentioned that a little bit ago. I'm kind of curious to get their thoughts on this movie, actually. So, all right. So there's something in the barn. So this one is definitely a less serious Christmas horror movie. It's not particularly scary, but it does kind of have that Gremlins energy when all the elves show up, and it's actually quite funny. The elves discover whiskey, American firearms.
I got Krampus more than I did Gremlins.
I agree.
Uh-oh.
I kind of felt Gremlins-y with
Krampus works.
Well,
there's my hand.
I really thought the last half of this was batshit, and I thought it's a little more like action than anything else. Like I said, if you're looking for scares, there's something in the barn is probably not going to do it for you. I enjoyed Martin Starr as the dad. He's from
that dude can do anything. It's ridiculous. He can play a super bad guy. He can play a funny fucking nerd dad. Yeah, that guy's good.
Yeah, Silicon Valley. He was on Freaks and Geeks. He was also in Dead Snow too, I believe. Which I think this has some of the same producers behind that.
I just remember him loving Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was more. Yeah, this character. He's like, I don't want to live in the city anymore.
Yeah.
That most of this is practical too, which is nice. They gain a lot from shooting in Norway. I mean, Christmas movie, my God, best possible place you could shoot
Slasher
that.
home video just asked, are they all CGI? I feel like I know the answer, but gotta ask.
No, they are practical men, practical little person actors. So, and they look amazing. Like it looks exactly like you would think an elf would probably look like in the lore.
Little Vikings, yeah.
yeah, little Vikings. They discover death metal music. That's why I compare it to Gremlins. They get drunk, they start rampaging through the house. It's a lot of fun. The first half might be a little slower for some people, but I think it's worth the journey. This is a really silly movie, but it works. It's almost like barely an R-rated movie. I feel like could have held back just a little bit and been like a
they dropped the F-bomb a couple times, which is one of the funniest fucking jokes in there. Like, it's fucking cold out here. Don't use it's fucking freezing out here. Don't use the F word. It's fucking cold out here.
And there's the two that gave it the R.
I'm really surprised, Todd, that you didn't like this because I thought it was a lot of fun. But were you just expecting?
I wasn't expecting anything. Honestly, the only thing I knew was that our friends of the show, Pitt and Raymond, went to the premiere. Yeah. That's all I knew. And if I do remember, I think they did like it a lot. Yeah. So I don't know if that upped my expectations, but yeah, I felt Krampus.
You weren't expecting Christmas Cruelty, right?
No, I was not. Absolutely. Martin Starr, I knew we weren't getting an American remake. Riding fire trucks, so I would watch that.
I was gonna say it's hard to kind of top Christmas Cruelty.
No, I knew this was its own separate thing. I just knew that they were there. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like Krampus, it didn't connect with me. I mean, there's stuff in there I feel like I should like, and I do. The last 30 minutes, I was entertained. It wasn't that it just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's not what I want out of my Christmas.
You didn't laugh when the girl gets drunk and pukes on the elf underneath the floor.
Yeah, I mean, there were some laughs throughout it, but it wasn't working for me. Like I don't know if it was the tone or what. But yeah, that's the first thing I was like.
If Krampus didn't work for you, I would have meant, yeah, that checks out because I love Krampus and I had a great time with this. This put me in a good mood. I fucking not for a long period of time, just for the duration. Calm down, bah humbug. No, I liked how joyful and like effervescent that Dad was, Michael Starr.
Martin Starr.
Mm-hmm. Martin Starr. Michael Starr's fucking Anthony Starr is Homelander. Whatever. Are they related?
God, if so, it's like twins.
No, I did. I liked it a lot. The look of it, fucking Norway, all the nice Norwegian people that we actually know are truly that friendly, and them just poking fun at Americans and shooting everybody, which is what I brought up.
Everyone in the face was my favorite recurring line.
Which is what I brought up. I brought that up with the movie you didn't like when I forgot what it was called already. When the chick gets locked in the store. Don't bring it up because Todd hasn't seen it, but this is
I know
exactly
what you're talking about. So I think.
Yeah, but this is exactly what you're good. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's like everyone thinks we're dumb and shoot first, ask question later, which honestly
we are dumb and we do shoot first and ask questions.
And every time it's like, you got a gun, so that's the first go-to. No, it's very enjoyable. I like the family dynamic and the whole shebang. Yeah, I recommend this. I'm definitely if not yearly, bi-yearly. This is definitely I'm watching it over and over again.
I think it could be yearly for me. Some of it too, like when the dad just eats the porridge, which is what was like appeasing the elf.
After the fish,
when they
soak
try
the
to
fish.
give him that fish and the elf just eats it. It's just
Pitt
such a
said it
simple-
does taste like shit, by the way.
You could just see, and then just the rage in the elf. It was so funny, and I'm glad they were just practical, just regular actors.
Ben
Barney
Grimm,
asks
Saints.
about film. It's Unwelcome is the film you're thinking of, I believe, Barney, and that wasn't elves, right? That was technically
Leprechauns. I liked that one a lot. Yeah.
Unwelcome is actually a lot of fun. So
It's long
no,
as fuck,
different
though.
vibe. Different.
Was
vibe.
that one the theatrical one?
No. Well, it might
Watch
have
that
been. I
one.
don't remember now. But Unwelcome with Colomini was in it. That one, when it does go horror, it goes a little harder on the horror and the gore. This never really does. I mean, there are some kills in there, the icicle and everything, but a lot of it's action based.
Dude, the ski whatever that got me off guard. That was funny.
Yeah, it was just a good time. I had a blast with this.
Mm-hmm.
I really did have a blast with this one.
So-
Unwelcome's great too, but this is a little different.
So are we telling Kruger he needs to watch this one? Or you guys are? I don't know.
I think he would like it. I don't think it. Well, fucking he loves Krampus. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
tell him definitely check it out.
He does.
I think he saw it already.
Yeah,
Well,
let's get his opinion sometime. But yeah, no, I mean the whole movie, it really does get you in the mood. It's funny when the elves discover guns, and like you said, just
They do the first thing you're not supposed to do. As an American, we know that. So
the simple recurring gag about Norwegians and Americans and their guns and everything. That was the whole thing. I thought,
dude, they brought up that one treaty. Oh yeah, we brought peace to Israel
in Palestine is like, granted, it didn't last.
Oh, that's perfect.
That was
Good
so
stuff.
funny. But yeah, like I said, maybe a little slower first half, but I mean the last half is so bad shit. Just so bad shit. And I loved it. Just don't expect a hardcore like Christmas, slasher or anything like that. That's not what this is. All right. So let's go ahead and rate this one because we got more Christmas horror on the way. I'm 4 stars. I loved it. I had a blast.
I am 2.5. I'm in the middle. Like I think I can switch on this one. I don't know, but as of now, well, I still haven't switched on Krampus yet, so we'll see.
I am a 4 out of 5 as well. I like this one a lot.
All right.
right.
There we go. So I didn't know this. They're talking about in the chat. Andre Brower died.
Yeah.
That's sad. Great actor. I wonder what happens to
Ben
his...
Grimm says died Monday after a brief illness. His publicist Jennifer Allen confirmed to the Times.
He was 61.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Great actor. Somebody brought up the first now Salem's Lot remake, which I know isn't well regarded, but he's very good in that. If you've ever Rob Lowe's in
Thank
it.
you. I was trying not to. I was gonna call him the guy who fucked the underage girl, but
Well, that Rob Lowe, one in the
technically,
Here we
he
go.
didn't fuck an underage girl in the state he was in.
There you go.
No, she was still
In this state she was
in the state. It's not underage.
Rutger Hauer.
Federally, it's a little different. Rutger Hauer.
Also, rest in peace.
My favorite thing on Reno 911 was there. I don't know if you guys remember, they used to do like little cop commercials in between, and the one that I because I had a friend, I was like, "Oh, we're getting you that." It was just the age of consent card, and it just listed every state with the age. I was like, "That's so fucked up."
Can we make that a flesh wound T-shirt? Like a mug.
So moving on to our next review, which is also a Christmas horror movie, Santa Isn't Real, from writer-director Zach Locke, which I'll talk about in a minute. So after After suffering a brutal attack on Christmas Eve, a young woman, Nikki, struggles to convince her friends that the assailant was old Kris Kringle. When Santa returns to terrorize the group, Nikki and her friends must fight to stay alive. All right, so this director is also a producer of the 2019 Black Christmas. So probably a bad omen there.
This is better than that. And I can say that with confidence.
Yeah, we'll start off with something nice and saying it's better than that. But what did you think, Pugs?
Well,
not much.
No, like I'm gonna sound pretty hard on it, but it's fine for a one-time watch. I do like how they brought the pronouns in and then they went with it. Like no one acknowledged it. I'm like, okay, we're getting there. That was probably like the biggest bright spot. So now I don't have to be annoyed by everyone harping on it. Well, we'll see. Ben Grimm, I like the look of the Santa killer. That is another bright spot. Honestly, though, there's a lot of it. It's dark. This movie's not very good. Even at the short amount of time it is, and then like they give you the intro card that has like metal music. I'm like, oh, maybe this will be cool, and then it just falls flat. It is. There's an idea there. It's just not. It's not achieved. I don't know, man. It's. I don't want to use the word lazy, but they could have tried a little harder. It's a shame.
I think Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say like the cast, they show up, they do fine, but there's just a lot of room for improvement, man. Like it should be a lot better because there's a cool idea, and I keep saying that because I like some of it, but it just falls flat for me. No,
they're trying to make a more serious sort of Christmas Evil type story with this, and yeah, they totally fail. Part of the problem, there's nobody interesting or likable in this movie, and the actors are all pretty rough. Not the worst I've seen, but it starts off interestingly enough where she's trying to convince them that Santa is in fact real, and all of that. I thought it was an interesting enough opening, but then I'm just hanging out with these characters that, like I said, they're not even like fun, unlikable in a fun slasher way. They're just
I would not hang out with these guys, any of them.
Bland, boring. I could give two shits about their love lives. And again, it's unfortunate because I can tell they're really trying to make this a more serious, Santa slasher flick. But
the Blackening, is that right? That's here's me to talk. The Blackening, like they had the same type of meetup, and if they would have had more leaned into that, I think I would have liked this a lot more.
Yeah, a Christmas Blackening would have been good.
Blackening
Christmas done.
I hate to shit too hard on it. I mean, it is a lower budget movie, but there's a couple decent shots. Like you said, at least they have a creepy Santa mask, but that really doesn't add up to much. Just an okay mask doesn't get me through a 90-minute movie.
As far as 70 like sticks, or I believe
it felt like 90. So other than a couple decent shots, which is something I think we also said about Black Christmas 2019, at least there were a couple cool camera shots. Again,
that song's pretty damn funny now for the wrong reasons. But
and kill wise, there's nothing really there either. There's nothing that I can recommend this for anybody. It just really felt kind of pointless, and
I'm gonna push back on the acting part because every now and again the black chick stood out when she gave that monologue on the phone.
She was the best of the bunch, I guess.
Her and then the other chick,
Nathan made the right choice. Team Nathan.
There is a funny after credits scene that felt like it belonged in another movie. I think it was just a goofy blooper with a pizza boy that I think is funny and worth checking out. But yeah, I mean, even the mystery, the killer and everything, it doesn't really do anything particularly well. But yeah, so
yet I was more focused on this one because it was just bad. Like I don't know, it was something about it. I didn't like it, but I did. It was just bad. I don't know. There's something about it. Like, I'm not gonna watch it again, but I didn't hate it as much as you guys. Kruger asked me if he should watch it about halfway through. I need to adjust that answer. But
no, he doesn't need to watch this.
Tried to keep things practical too, which I guess I'll give it kudos for.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it. It was bad. It was, I don't know. The fucking melodrama made me laugh. It was just stupid.
Oh, Dave brings up a great Christmas slasher recommendation, All Through the House. I like that one a lot too. That's a really good indie Christmas slasher.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a fight on that on one of our
yes.
Slash Miss? We had a lot of fights on Slash Miss. That one wasn't like the most intense, but I do remember I love that movie. So watch that instead. All Through the House is a gem. So I can't think of any reason you need to waste your time on this one. Maybe we did, but I'm a 1 star, a generous single star, but that's the best I can do. The best Christmas spirit I can show this one.
Well, I'm twice as high as Dan with the 2.
Okay.
I was going back and forth between a 1.5 and a 2. I'm gonna meet in the middle. 1.5.
Well, isn't that
reuse the mask? No, he's a 1. You're a 2.
Okay? I thought you said you were going back between a 1.5 and a 2. Okay, I get it. Sorry, maybe I'm a little higher than. No,
jealous right now.
All right, so moving on to our next film, which is also a Christmas movie, from Shudder, The Sacrifice Game, from director Jen Wexler. And in this film, it's bad enough that boarding school students Samantha and Clara can't go home for the holidays, but things take a deadly turn when a murderous cult arrives at their doorstep just in time for Christmas. So Sacrifice Game is from director Jen Wexler. She did a horror movie called The Ranger a while back, which I remember being fun. And so
Ben Grimm says the one guy is live action Aladdin. Oh,
yeah, you beat me to it, Ben. That is Aladdin in the big budget live action Disney movie.
The one with the cuck? No thanks.
I thought we were just being okay.
No, he is in fact Aladdin in that movie.
One of the Cello biters.
I hope his butthole didn't get murdered by the star.
Rub my lamp.
No, Will, I know your dick is in it again. Knock it off. It wasn't funny the first 5 times.
I only have one wish, and that's for you to leave me alone, Will.
All right. So getting into the movie. So it takes place in 1971.
Jada Pinkett Smith. You can't have a carpet ride.
Rubbing the lamp
because she has alopecia. No carpet rides.
Now that bitch is trying to give Tupac alopecia too. That's why he shaved his head and all this shit.
You rub Jada's head and then you get your balls back. So, all right. I was getting deja vu, and then I realized I just watched The Holdovers. I'm slowly getting ready for Oscar season. And I was like, oh, it's kind of the exact same setup, too, which is interesting. Great movie, by the way. This, not so much. So I like the idea. We get this Manson family-esque cult showing up at the boarding school. They're not great. They're way too clean cut, which that's not a budgetary thing either. I'm like, dirty them up a little bit. I know you're going for Manson, and the Aladdin dude does not fit that at all. Get some facial hair on him. He looks like a fucking boy band.
5 o'clock fucking stubble.
This felt like This felt like the modern equivalent of this is Last House on the Left. That's the remake. This is the way they're dressed to me.
I did say
Yeah.
the last gingerbread house.
So Ben, you'd like this one. It was CBS, so it'll probably be on Paramount Plus. Thank you. I'll check.
The acting of the gang, the cult, is not very good. The twist is obvious, and what's sad, I mean, this one at least starts off fairly well. I was like, oh, okay, they don't really look like a Manson family like cult to me, but I can roll with it. Then it kind of, the tone switches. This almost becomes a lot more kiddie than you'd expect. I mean, kind of Buffy-esque in a way, and I don't mean that in a good way. There's some very non-demonic things from characters that you would like, they wouldn't behave that way. It doesn't make any sense. And it felt like we go from something that's setting you up for something a little harder in terms of horror, just harder, R-rated horror, and then it gets kind of off track.
This seems like it'd be a better novel, like a book, than it would be a movie. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, because like I think it would work better on paper in your brain.
I like this setup, and again, I think this one just really needed to make you hate these dorks more, and instead it's just like, it's like the Mickey Mouse version of Krug and Company. You know,
The remake.
Yeah, well, I like that cast though. Those actors were good. Aladdin is not. That's so bizarre.
That's kind of rude to call him Aladdin, Dan.
He played Aladdin. I don't know the actor's name. That's bizarre though, that like headlining a major Disney movie like that, and here you are.
He probably didn't suck Will Smith off, which is why he's now back working his way back.
Allegedly.
I said probably. We don't know.
You don't have to do it, buddy. There's tons of Shudder movies being made.
Ben Grimm, the hot girl, was the girlfriend from Fear Street.
She's not good. I didn't think she was really good in this. So there's some twists and turns that you see coming a mile away. It just, I don't know. This was just not good. One of the weaker Shudder movies I've seen as of late. What did you guys think?
Well, I wasn't impressed, but I don't think I hate it as much as you do. I like some parts, like just the ideas again, but the execution's pretty poor. That swerve they try to give us, you're trying to, you think you're smarter than you are, and this doesn't work. I didn't really care for that. If it would have been more straightforward, like these cult people didn't achieve their goal, I think that would have been way cooler than what we actually got. And then the main child character we're supposed to sympathize with, I'm like, you get picked on for a reason. You suck. Like,
don't be the Adam Walsh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's whatever.
I didn't get to why, like, these hardcore killers that have killed all these people, and they're conversing with these kids, and like,
because they're non-threats like that, I can go with. Like, oh yeah, we can kill them anytime we want to because they're fucking children. But
the
as
trope
a whole, just
of explaining your master plan and all of this, I just thought the movie was poorly written, and it just, I don't know. The actress that played Clara was good. I thought she was good.
Is that Wednesday Addams?
yeah. The way she's written, it's just, it's not very interesting. But I thought she's probably the most intimidating person in the entire movie. So it's I don't know. This one was just bland and did nothing.
It's weak, but I think it's worth checking out at least once.
I think there's a lot of seasoned horror issues with this. I think this is going to do very well on Shudder for people who aren't as seasoned as the people on this program. I didn't hate it at all. I don't disagree with anything you said. But I ended up having a good time with it. I thought it felt like this. I definitely liked it. I don't think.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Would you watch it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
But I haven't talked about it, so I don't want to talk about it right now.
The
I'm
ending was
saving
the
that.
final nail for me because I just
We'll do a
why?
yeah.
Why?
I get it.
No fucking
But
sense.
you know what? To someone new to the genre or even just not that seasoned, it'll work.
I don't know. The ending really felt like
I didn't mind the ending, dude.
made for
Yeah.
kids. And I'm not saying it's a kid movie, but the ending that felt like it was a children's movie. How a
Well,
children.
I mean, let's think of the average. Yeah, it
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
I disagree. I don't think this is going to have much of a fan base.
It already does. I've already seen it. It's already.
I haven't seen any reviews, but I'll check them out later.
Yeah,
'cause
but
I'm
you
curious.
fucking listen to assholes, so like whatever.
You show me a good review of this. I genuinely want to see it because I'd be surprised. Maybe mainstream critics, but not horror critics. I doubt it.
Snob.
No.
I don't really care for it. Hey,
So,
easy with showing stuff, you flasher.
all
Not in the
right.
suit.
Rating this one, I'm a half a star. Just few of the actors were good outside of the cult, but it's a slog. There's no reason to watch this. What say you?
I'll go. I give it a 2 out of 5. I do think it's worth checking out at least once, see if you like it, because there's cool ideas there. Just it didn't really work that well for me.
Okay.
I'm a 3. I think it's
Oh,
worth watching on Shudder.
all right. There you go. Moving on to our next flick, which is coming to us from Screambox. And it's a Korean film from writer-director Kim Jae-hoon, and it is Devils. So in this film, having
Where were the
lost...
nuns? God damn it.
So in this film, having lost his colleague, who was also his brother-in-law, to a serial murderer 2 years ago, homicide detective Jae Hwan is unable to contain his hatred towards the murderer and dives headfirst into hunting the brutal killer. Jae Hwan finally comes face to face with the murderer, but in the heat of the chase, they get into an accident. Waking up in a hospital, Jae Hwan realizes his body has been switched with that of the murderer. To protect his family and uncover the secret of this body switch, Jae Hwan, who's trapped in the murderer's body, begins a desperate chase for answers.
I feel like
I love that premise.
I want to hear what Pugs has to say first.
Yeah, hot tag, Korean.
I'm not putting you on the spot, Pugs.
No, that's fine.
If you don't want it, send it back to Dan.
No, that's totally cool. Because as it was happening, I'm like, whoa, this is for me. As we progressed, yeah, it was still for me. I really dug this. I do think it's bloated. I do think it thinks it's smarter than it actually is. But I do think they succeeded in telling a cool fucking story with a cool twist. Yeah, and fucking super gory, which was fun as hell. It was like Face Off meets I Saw the Devil. I that's a little strong, but I think you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I fucking love Face Off, and having like another version of that is totally cool.
But no Nick Cage.
No Nick Cage. Honestly, like if you want to improve this movie and make it everything go okay, add Nick Cage. Dude, if they fight in the universe collision, that'd be badass. No, but like everyone's fucking crazy. The young actor, holy shit, that guy is amazing. He played super creepy in the beginning, and then when it was time to do his fucking Sean Archer and Castor Troy mix, I felt so sympathetic for him when he was like worried about the family.
Did you recognize him from a movie we reviewed earlier this year? Project King.
No. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Goes
Fuck
hard.
yeah. The movie fucking rocks.
Which one? Which movie?
Project Wolf Hunting.
Which is currently on Screambox.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was great. I highly recommend checking this out. I got nothing but positive things, even though I do think some of it's a little overbloated, but a little trimming of fucking nail that right, just right. Yeah, outstanding. Good time. What about you guys?
So you mentioned Face Off, and I saw The Devil, and that's in my notes too. That definitely makes you think of those two movies. Now, I saw The Devil as a stone cold classic, and Face Off, obviously, that one's a classic. This is not at that level, and that's one issue that some people might have watching this movie. Is it's similar. But it does veer off. The thing about this movie is there's some twists and turns that I could see people being 50-50 on. Like, I can see it some people thinking really clever and others really
I did say it thinks it's smarter than it actually is, because I'm with you, Dan.
Yeah, because it is more than just a body swap film. And but you know what? I was down for the ride. I think this one is still kind of more middle of the road for me, but like you said, it's action packed. The two leads are fantastic. I'm still kind of almost processing the ending myself. Like I'm still, I don't know whether I liked it or not. I was like, okay. I don't know where I'm at, but I enjoyed the ride, so that's totally cool.
I think Kruger needs that butcher apron, then that leather, nylon, latex, whatever the fuck it was, that shiny shit.
Yeah. It's actually not as gory or violent as I would have expected.
Really?
When you're watching a Korean film, that
it gave me more than what I thought, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not I Saw the Devil or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't go quite that hard, especially for a guy that's, a killer that's like making these snuff movies and just butchering people. I felt like
I was disappointed though that the fucking fluorescent stuff didn't continue. I was like, I'd watch the shit.
Did you have Batman and Robin flashbacks?
Dude, Joel Schumacher, this is what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I was like, okay, the lead actor now has got to have like pants with like some giant like cock bulge on it at this point. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's very much an R-rated movie. There's tons of, nastiness and violence, but I felt like it felt a little bit restrained after the opening to what I thought it might be. It's not like some hardcore film. It's but it's a great crime thriller.
That's your expectations, though, too, Dan. I mean, not every Korean movie has to go hard. They do have different movies.
Korean cinema in general, I'd say they're like maybe one of the most consistent regions for movies in general. I don't see a lot of. I mean, there is.
Here's the thing, though, Dan.
They're always good.
You're seeing the best of what's getting imported.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You're. So what you're seeing, it's not all great, Dan.
It's not all great, but it tends to at least do its job. Korean film is very.
You're still missing what we're saying. Yeah,
like
you're right, Dan.
Music station. They only play the hits. They leave out all the crap.
I've seen a lot of low budget Korean films too, and they just in general
if it's accessible to you, Dan. Then that's not what we're talking about.
If I'm ranking countries, I'd rank them pretty high. I'd say they're more consistent than.
Well, I want to hear Dan's country ranking
for movies. I'll do that. That might be a good video.
Yeah, okay.
that might be a really good video. I don't mind doing that.
I think so. You should.
Now some
podium
more output.
Get your little armband.
Yeah.
You at.
But we'll do that. We'll do that. So yeah, Todd, what did you think?
I'm kind of where you guys were. I enjoyed it for what it was. It felt like it was trying to be more American. It felt like it was something made more for out of market. So I get what you're trying to say, Dan. But yeah, it was fine. I mean, I'd rather watch Face Off or I Saw the Devil. So isn't I Saw the Devil a Christmas movie?
It goes over a lot of time periods.
Okay.
There's probably a Christmas.
I was going to say, I kind of remember at least that.
There was no. Yeah. All right.
If Dan doesn't like something, by the way, it's overrated, just so you know. If you didn't know.
Oh, here on fucking side boob. Oh, Todd, did you scold this fucking?
Not
this
yet.
fucking guy?
That's
Okay.
coming up at the end.
Okay.
Or do we want to do it now? Are we?
Let's
done with
do it
the
now. Let's rate it. But like, home /
Yeah.
home video says Pseudo Flesh remains the best body swap movie of 2023.
It's a
And then-
soft.
Dan, stop talking it. Stop talking about it. We'll rate it and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
Rate it, Dan.
All right. So Devils. I liked it a lot. I'm going to give it a 3 because I'm still processing the ending, but it's well worth watching if you're fans of what we talked about.
All right. I am a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I do think it's worth your time. By all means, press play.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm a 4 out of 5 too on this one.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Pseudo Flesh. You fuck.
All right. Well, Dan wanted to say something first. I'm pulling up my notes while I do it. So.
Oh, about suitable flesh? Is that what
Yeah,
this argument is about?
Yes, it is, because some new evidence has came to light. You've been disrespecting the nudity in Suitable Flesh since the day we saw it. You said it doesn't count. It's this and that. That nudity doesn't count. Well, you know who says it
I
counts,
didn't
Dan?
say it didn't count. It's
You
not enough.
Yes,
fucking
you
said it
fucking
doesn't
did.
count. We'll go back to the
Side
video.
does
You,
not
yeah,
count.
and yes. You said it the
Okay,
whole time.
that's fine.
Okay, well, now I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong with an argument you cannot argue out of. Mr. Skin included it in some of the best nudity of 2023.
You
So
Well,
stupid bitch.
You could shut the fuck up and suck a dick.
Mr. Skin is slipping, then.
Nope.
That
Oh, Dan shouting Mr. Skin.
Oh.
now.
I
Fucking
am
tweet
telling
Mr. Skin.
Mr.
Tell him this
Skin.
fucking Santa
Mr.
is
Skin,
out of his
you need
fucking
me in
mind.
the fucking steel cage because side boob doesn't count. God damn it.
You're a piece of shit.
The-
Side boob
She
counts.
shows
It
more than a
doesn't
side boob in
count.
that one.
That
Yes, it
whole
does.
movie.
Dan, you understand. You don't count. Mr. Skin, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he
You
has a
just
whole
ramp it
fucking
on.
following.
Okay, chat.
I have seen more.
Do we
titties
listen to
than
Dan or Mr. Skin about if the nudity,
Who's
it's
made
suitable
a
flesh
living?
counts? Right. The
Okay,
one who gets
Slash your own
paid, I'm
video.
talking
Mr.
about
Skin
titties.
slash your own video. Mr. Skin confirms Suitable Flesh a runway hit.
I will say this then. Mr. Skin is getting old and it's about time.
It is wrong. No, because he also
I'm
put over
sorry, I
Jessa
love
Flux.
you. Boom, because side boob doesn't count.
He put over Jessa Flux. Look at these. So he is not slipping. sir.
Go watch Triple Xmas and compare that to fucking Suitable Flesh.
Okay, now you're just trying to do amounts of nudity, Dan.
Okay, let me explain.
And I was talking about Jessa Flux
And-
for Murder Side scene. So get the scene right we're talking about, Dan.
all right, Murder
That was
Side.
also a runaway hit.
Well, that also had other nudity, but Suitable
You're
Flesh-
missing. Oh my god, I
Let
can't
me
today. I'm gonna call him.
finish.
I'm gonna
Let
call him
me
hard-hearted.
Suitable Flesh plays like a softcore late night
You're
Cinemax movie.
Okay, so
And it
there you
doesn't
go.
deliver enough. It's bland.
Enough.
It's
So
not a
that's
Slash your
the
home
word.
video. Dan
I
is
don't get
challenging
that.
the throne. He is. He's a fucking usurper that's gonna fail. You suck, Dan.
I am
Brain
challenging.
trash.
the
Side
throne.
boob. Yeah, you're right.
It's fine. I'm not like nice side boob. Whoop de fucking do. That's not enough for me in that.
Well,
kind of-
Mr. Skin, the one we actually believe, Mr. Skin disagrees with Dan.
Oh, go
Who
watch.
Dan's
those-
always went to for his Bible. Well, Mr. Skin says, well, Mr. Skin's getting old. Shut the fuck up,
Well,
Dan.
Mr. Skin is mistaken on Suitable Flesh. So sorry. Side boob doesn't count. Shirts coming soon. All right.
You're fucking mine.
I'm not making any
Flash
shirts.
your
You
home
buy a
video.
shirt, Dan. We've already discussed this.
Yeah.
Except the
Except
age of
it-
consent shirt.
Thank you.
It's still
Slash your own video says you say that like it's a bad thing, Dan. Late night Skinemax was iconic.
But he said there
No,
wasn't
I
enough.
love late night. It's not. It doesn't live up to that. It's like a movie,
The Daily Ghost.
action movie without action, or a
The Daily-
comedy without jokes.
Daily Ghost. Dan, it's okay. You're gay.
Well, I guess I am if I don't.
Not that
like
there's
it.
anything wrong with that.
No,
There
just
you go.
tell
But
him.
I don't get the love for that movie.
We're not talking about the love for the movie, Dan. We're talking specifically about the nudity that was included in the movie that you deny exists. Dan is a Suitable Flesh denier.
You know what I'm going to
Dan's a denier.
You and the chat. It's a nostalgia boner for Barbara Crampton, which I
Who's
great.
nude in the movie.
You can
No,
go
the other
back
one,
and watch her.
But we're
actually
talking about
do
Heather
it.
Graham, Dan.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
side
Heather-
boob
Your
is
point doesn't
hot.
make
Side
any
boob
sense.
counts. Fuck Dan.
I know.
Side boob doesn't count. And I thought there might have been a nipple in that at one point, but
There was full on
Brian
nipples.
Trash. What's wrong with side boob? Not a goddamn thing. Right? Thank
It's
you.
This is what happens when you've incelled too much.
Do you not get angry in a slasher movie when like the girl is like going in for a shower and then it just cuts away? Like, what's the point? That whole movie it's
That's
a blue
not
book.
what fucking happens, Dad. We get titties.
I get mad when gravity doesn't work, but then I get over it.
And it's a horror movie. That one is just very meh.
You're talking about the movie, Dan. None of us are talking about the
Mr.
fucking
Skin
movie.
said it counts as nudity. You're fucking wrong, Dan.
No,
Suck a dick.
Jesus Christ. Dan just wants to talk about his dislike for the movie. No one's talking about the fucking movie itself, Dan.
Fresh on video. There was full
I'm
frontal.
talking about.
too.
Thank you. There was full frontal
Yeah.
though.
Wasn't enough for this
I
fucking guy.
I don't
I
remember.
know.
I'd
There
have to go
was.
back and look.
It's
I will
there.
go
Oh,
back
now,
and look.
now he's backpedaling.
It's not enough. No, if it showed full
Mr.
frontal,
Skin.
that's- showing a side of a titty does not count. So there you go. Maybe I
Go
forgot
show the
another
side of
thing.
your balls at a fucking
That
playground.
was
See if
full
that
frontal.
counts.
Right? Thank you. Dan, you
yeah.
report back or next week. We'll do it.
All right. On that note, since we just reviewed suitable pleasure.
The Daily
No,
Ghost
we didn't,
side boob
Dan.
is
We were
not
talking
sexy.
about Mr. Skin. You kept trying to fucking review the movie we already reviewed.
I'm just
And
saying,
no one's trying to review.
I need to take over. I need to take
Sydney
over.
Sweeney side boobs gives us life. Fucking Daily Ghost. I need a high five you in real life. Fuck yeah. Sydney Sweeney's a goddess.
So I got Amber Heard next weekend. You got Sydney Sweeney.
Amber Heard can get it too, but yeah, Sydney Sweeney. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm going to try not to be the only one who audibly pops again when she pops up on screen. I'm just going to stand up and slow clap. Fuck y'all.
She's the shit. She's the shit.
Bitch
Keenan,
can shit in
can I
my bed.
pull your fingers?
I'll plug it up.
You know what annoyed me about that trailer? It does look funny, but they showed like the fucking.
Hold on.
dude-
I haven't seen the Aquaman trailer. If that's what you're going to talk about.
No. I'm
What
talking
trailer were you going to talk about?
the Sydney Sweeney.
Oh
thing.
yeah, okay, I saw that shit. Go for it.
Yeah. It's
Fucking
like the dude-
Chad Radwell from Scream Queens. You fuck.
how's the dude like fucking do nudity in the trailer, and we don't get to see Sydney Sweeney?
We haven't seen the movie yet. Maybe she does.
That
Drop
was
him out.
a Red Band trailer, so yeah, they're not going to let you see.
It wasn't fully nude. He had his hand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You wanna
I didn't
get-
well, that
fucking
counts,
examine
though.
the
Dan's like
fucking-
that counts because it's got balls, but if it was a woman, it doesn't count.
No, a full ass shot would count. A side ass shot would not count. Can't be from the side.
Short bus. Fuck.
I'm guessing Dan's never stuck it in a woman sideways. Now it's if sideways don't count.
I've never fucked a side.
Is that
boob
what
before.
the priest told you, Dan?
That's fucked up. I never once fucked a side boob. How do you
You're missing out.
I know this got more or less Christmassy as the episode rolls on, but that's Todd's
Yeah, you're
fault.
talking shit on side boobs. Fucking lame.
Yeah. Some of us like titties and try to
Big
protect
fan.
them. Yeah.
Save the tatas.
We are
All right.
proud members of free the titty movements, right? Free the nipple,
Fuck
I
yeah.
guess, right?
Yes,
Unless it's
the
Dan's
full,
covered.
the full thing. All right. Our last movie, which is not a Christmas movie, but it is from award-winning filmmaker Darren Lynn Bousman. And this is his new film, Cello, which is based on a book by Turki Al-Sheikh. And Cello, which stars, I'm sorry, it's like a press release, stars Academy Award-winning actor Jeremy Irons and Tobin Bell. And it goes on about the cast. So I'm trying to get to the actual synopsis. Pardon me. So this follows a struggling cello player named Samir who is reaching 40, hasn't really hit it big. He's just teaching music class. And all of a sudden, he comes across the shop run by the mysterious Tobin Bell. and sees this absolutely beautiful cello, which Tobin Bell sells him for cheap because he believes he's destined to own this cello. And unfortunately,
He wakes up and wants to play a game.
He wants to play a game, absolutely. He starts having horrific visions as people around him start dying. So this is a Saudi Arabian film from Darren Lynn Bousman, who we all know and love, of Repo the Genetic Opera and Saw fame. So this is not great. It's a pretty standard crossroads story. So it's really familiar. It's about 2 hours. And again, I fully admit this is another case where it might be horror vets watching this, where we've just seen it so many times and it might be perfectly enjoyable for somebody else. I don't know, but this is so predictable. Tobin Bell, always great to see him, but he doesn't have a whole lot to do here. He's creepy, I guess, when he shows up. Jeremy Irons feels like he did this just because he really wanted to visit Riyadh and just said, fuck it, I'll do it. I know this movie has some of the top Middle Eastern actors in it. I think it's a pretty big deal in Saudi Arabia. And I know the lead actor, I believe he's Syrian, is one of their top stars.
Was he one of the guys that showed up at Crown Jewel?
He wasn't that guy. Actually, I was looking for him. But no, I don't think that guy was in this. The most interesting thing about it, quite frankly, was just watching a Saudi horror film. It's not awful. I mean, the performances are solid enough. It's very poorly paced. There's a little bit of gore in there. Some stuff that might surprise you again for a Saudi film, because I don't know culturally what they're allowed to do. I know there's all sorts of different things that, as Americans, we're not used to as far as culturally. Overall, this felt like, it had gore, a couple bits that were nastier than you would expect, although not going to deliver for the gore hounds here in America or anything. Where this is, where everything is going in this movie, and that's the issue. It's kind of you watch the clock a lot through this one. It's 2 hours. It didn't need to be. Jeremy Irons gets to ham it up, especially when he's more present in the story at the very end. That was kind of fun, but I don't know. This one's a slog. I was the only person seeing this in the theater. And I think the other people that weren't there had the right idea. What about
I am completely opposite. I really like this. Yes, it was super predictable, but
Journey was fun.
It felt like something it felt like something. I don't want to say necessarily like Hulu content, but something that someone picked up and just put out. It's kind of like some of the other stuff Dan had issues with tonight. It is like all stuff you've seen before, but I like the cast. Jeremy Irons kills it. What little screen time Tobin Bell has is good. But yeah, it is. It's like you've seen it before. It's like the monkey pots, the curse, whatever it is. It's that story again. So I have no problem watching that story again. How many times have we seen it at this point? I like the cast. The settings, because we aren't just in Saudi Arabia. We go to Italy with, obviously they were like, free trips. Let's do this.
Yeah, had money behind it. Yeah.
So,
shocker.
So yeah, he threw me off.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just afraid that he's gonna get murked if he doesn't give it a good rating.
No, yeah, but I get your complaints. It's nothing new. But I still enjoy the ride. Even with the runtime, I didn't really feel it in the theater. I think I had like 3 people in mind, but nothing significant.
Yeah, it's competently made. I don't know. I was never engaged enough.
I think because it's not Saudi Arabia enough for you. Like it's not true. It's while it's foreign horror, it doesn't feel truly foreign. Feels like an American foreign horror movie.
Yeah, it's a more American.
Because this is all the stuff you'd like that's in all that other bullshit you watch. That if it was in a foreign language, you'd be like, I really like this.
No, absolutely not. Look at the Sitchin movies and some of the Turkish horror movies out there. Baskin. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is no Baskin. It's not.
Well, yeah, but that's more extreme. I mean, not
well, Sitchin. Then I mean, it's this one. At best, I could see this being just okay. I thought the 2 hours was long. They could have done this in 90 minutes.
I think I saw 3 movies that day too, and it didn't feel overly long.
I'm surprised. I did not think you would like this one. I'm actually really surprised.
I am really surprised you didn't like it. So go figure.
It was, like I said, maybe on a good day, okay at best. There was nothing that really stood out about it at all. The love story, didn't care. I don't know.
I think Tobin I liked Bell everything I saw that day at the theaters.
It was like, yeah, you saw a lot that day. Would you see like 4 movies?
No, I only saw 3.
Okay.
It was this. Also featuring Star Euphoria. I also saw Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Who's in Euphoria?
I don't know how to say it without getting intro. The blonde girl.
Oh yeah, I don't remember the character.
I forget her name. You know.
Oh, I got you. I didn't realize she was in there. Okay.
Yeah, like
Jules.
Yeah,
Jules.
She's the lead's sister. Or whatever the snow guy is. I know the snow guy becomes someone later in the movies, but I don't fucking know.
I have never watched the Hunger Games movie. It just felt like there was no point. I was like, Battle Royal. I've seen it. I'm good on Hunger Games.
They're different. I have the last 2 in 3D now, which I have not seen. So, I mean, I've seen them, but I haven't seen the last 2 in 3D. Because
what are they like? Just killing for resources? Like, what's the hook on that? They're
on the new
just
one?
Entertainment. Yeah.
Just in general.
To keep everyone docile. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just like
it's future purge, basically.
Yeah. Future purge. All right. Okay.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, that's what I saw. Die Hard. That was one of the ones I saw. I saw Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay.
This Cello and no. That was a different day. I saw Hunger Games, Cello, and Elaine.
Oh, Elaine.
Go see that fucking movie.
I'm trying so bad. I haven't been able to
avoid watching or hearing anything about it.
Yeah, I've been told that, and I don't know much about it, but I've heard several people tell me I need.
I was just like, oh, neon, cool. Oh, okay. Okay.
I would like to make time for that, but
yeah. I know if you can't get out there, but definitely see it. If Dan would have made it out before, we would have talked about it today. So
yeah,
but he didn't.
Special video says it's more like a drawn out Running Man kind of. Probably
it's definitely closer to Running Man than it is. See, that was my problem with like I liked this movie because I didn't have to watch 4 fucking movies to see one story. You know what I mean? Like with those, you got to watch all 4. So
I still got the last 2 to go. If I do,
I got them in 3D, straight from Germany.
You know, before that wasn't a selling point until I saw Battle Royale at your place. Then.
Okay. And these were actually shot in 3D too, but never released. Well, the second one got theatrical here. Or sorry, when I say the second, I mean the 4th one.
What did you think of Cello, Pugs?
Didn't see it.
No, that's why that's why we were talking about other stuff.
There you go. That works. I'm actually friends with the sister. What's that other? Not Hunger. Maze Runner. Her brother wrote like the Maze Runner books. So I saw the first one of those with my niece who's a fan, and that wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know. I just
younger people need shit too. That's cool.
Yeah, it was fine.
Dan doesn't want anyone to have anything if he doesn't like it.
No.
I want. All right, I won't go into the side boob. Side boob's okay.
Oh Jesus Christ! You can't let it go.
I can't let it go. I'm gonna rage on that.
Probably because you're never grabbing on it.
I'm going to contact Mr. Skin and have the argument myself.
You know what, Dan? Let's try to book them.
2024, the Great Side Boobs Debate.
You can do that on.
Don't start promoting it just yet. We got to fucking confirm this thing for
You don't have to confirm it. I challenged him. Now he has to.
That's not how that works, but okay. He's gonna gold for
Vince McMahon's got to win over God. It counts. But you know what that means, Dan? Then Eric Bischoff has a win over Vince McMahon from no showing.
That's true. That's true. Eric.
No, it doesn't count because the motherfucker wasn't ever coming. Although I would have loved for him to show up. Okay, we're talking about nonsense now. What else?
I was gonna say we're segueing.
Did we rate it? Did we rate Cello?
No, we did not
rate it.
Let's rate it and then we can talk.
High note.
Okay, yeah, I'm a 3.5 on it. I enjoyed it.
I'm a 2. And yeah, again, I don't know. Weigh in on that one above anything else tonight because I'm curious. It didn't do anything for me, but maybe it was a bad day or something. Let me know if you really loved the Cello in the comments.
Zombie says the greatest debate in history coming in 2024 when you all see Mr. Skin spank the shit out of Santa Dan.
I don't know. I think Dan's just going to be like speechless and being in front of.
He's like, it's him.
A godlike feature like that.
Like, Father, why have you forsaken me?
That's how I feel. So, yeah, fuck 2024. Let's just do a bunch of like election debates on different random shit.
Actually, that's a good time to promote that. Actually, that's not bad. Cross promotion.
What else? Oh, man.
No. Just focus on the one because that's a big one.
We got to set up a lot. I've got ideas. We're gonna have to talk offline. I have ideas for this. This will be fun.
You know, I told Dan this earlier. USA Today released the list of the most stressful jobs.
Mm-hmm.
What was number one? I told Dan. It was
your
what was
not urologist.
No, the number one was. God, damn, I gotta click like I gotta click like 5 things if I can get back to the fucking list. Urologist number one.
BP doctor?
Yes. Stress level 100.
Well, yes,
how is cop not up there? Cop's got to rank pretty high.
Because here's the difference.
Zero fucking sympathy from everybody.
And the other thing is, it's their stress level. If you got to shoot people you didn't like at your job, your stress is going to be pretty low.
I think it depends where you're
at now, Todd. Like they're not shooting as much, which is why you see it acting up a little more.
If you're in
perks to being a cop, shooting just as much.
If you're where you're a cop, I guess. I mean,
anyway,
wasn't Dennis like the top at one point?
I don't know. This is just this year's
highest suicide rate.
This is 2023.
A dentist, yeah.
All right, number 2. Film and video editors.
I will.
Stress level 99%.
I think with that too, it's because you have to do so fucking much. Editing is
super fucking stressful. However rewarding it is, it's still.
You're always under the gun too, so it makes sense. I can see that.
My load feels so much lighter.
That's what I said before the show.
Because he was watching Side Boob.
Side Boob had nothing to do with it.
Cuties.
It's fucking
in the suit. He wore the suit. Yeah. He's got his milk and cookies there. Yeah.
What the little tangerines? I love them.
This suit smells wonderful.
Like tangerines.
What up, Punisher? What a good chat tonight. Sorry if I didn't say hi to anybody. So what else do we have on deck? I promoted the After Dark content that we're going to
go vote for the farce vote because I'm going to close it tomorrow so we can record it. Yes. It's going to be another one where Ozzy's going to be in the same location as me. I hate those.
Oh, okay.
I
done a lot of those lately.
We've done Technically, the other one was we taped 2 at once, so there's been one other time.
Can I make a request?
Probably not, but I'll listen to it.
At one point during the show, can you like just throw like some socks and just hit him in the back of the head? Then just act like you didn't do anything.
I don't know if I'll throw socks at him, but I'll throw something at him. Is that
something or braid it? It actually
maybe I'll set something up to fall on top of his head.
Put his hair in like this in like a fan.
Oh, you should see. You saw his hair on last night's show? That guy.
Yeah, he was like just going like full like lion mane, man. Like
he's a kept man. He can do that. What voting? Zombie. We're voting on the movie we're going to do on Christmas for Farce. So it's on Patreon. You can vote. I'm
not trying to lead the vote, but torture.
But he's about to lead the vote. But you're torturing Todd too. You get to hear if I think Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I have a pretty good rant. Or is it?
Can I give my if I think it is, since I'm not on that show?
Sure, you can.
I think it is. It counts.
Well, I've had my opinion said before on previous episodes. I'm not saying it's changed or not in case you've seen the previous episodes, but I feel like I have a definitive answer for me now. Like before, because some of it is just to say it. People do that a lot and don't believe it. But there's definitely people who believe it. I mean, like, I'll fight for Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie.
Who says Lethal Weapon isn't a Christmas movie?
People who Die Hard people, they don't count it because there can only be one action Christmas movie. Even though they don't know, like, every Sean Black movie is a fucking Christmas action.
Does Die Hard kind of depress you at this point with Bruce Willis's health?
No.
If it
lives on, then go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if old Mel's racism didn't faze me, you think fucking old Bruce losing his brain's gonna still gonna let me some Die Hard.
We never got the Mel Gibson. Do you know he was actually ready to produce a Hanukkah movie?
Yeah,
like that was like I think his next project.
He still has Risen in the works. I want that so fucking bad. 3 days later.
Oh.
The Passion of the Christ sequel.
Zombie says Die Hard is a Christmas Eve movie.
Okay, now we're getting into specifics.
So wait. Who was it earlier? I can't remember. It might have been Ben. It could have been Daily Ghost.
That's a cop out. Although I do respect it.
That's a weak argument, though. Christmas season is Christmas.
This
season.
is why I'm saying it's a cop out. But I like where it's going. That's lawyer speak. Pitt.
Hey,
from Norway, what's up? We just talked about there's something in the barn.
Sorry.
Yeah. Christmas cruelty. Watch that for Christmas if you haven't. You have the man.
No, mine's like I moved stuff around it.
We promote it as often as we can, obviously.
Yes. Pitt in Norway. Does side boob count as nudity? Because in America it does not.
Oh no! See, Dan, you're already
I'm an American. I think it counts.
Yeah. And honestly, if we take a vote right now, you're wrong, Dan, because we're both going to vote it out.
We'll wait for Pitt's
Let's
answer.
make the official Flesh Wound decision. Now. Let's vote.
I would bet.
Count.
I would bet in Norway.
Yes.
All right, side boob is official.
Pitt says in Norway it does. Shut the fuck up, Dan. Shut the fuck up. In Norway it does. Side boob.
All right, we already have an official Flesh Wound position. Side boob.
Thank you, Pitt.
I would bet in Norway you could show side boob in a grocery store and you wouldn't even get in trouble.
That's not what we're talking about. You fuck.
It doesn't count. You see side boob on the beach.
Dan's like, side boob's got no age. Shut up.
Doesn't count. But,
exactly. It counts.
See, he doubled in.
Side boob does
in California and Norway so far.
So then why aren't the lovely ladies of California arrested on the beach? Because you absolutely see side boob. Because that top comes all the way off.
If it's at a nude beach
for obscenity. Because side boob doesn't.
No, Dan.
Okay, hold on. I think you're getting it confused. We're not counting side boob in a bikini or in a bathing top. It's still it's still tit, but to the side.
It is not nudity, is my point.
Oh my god, he's so fucking hard-hearted.
It's not nudity, Todd. I'm making a good point here.
You're making a
You're
terrible
not making a
fucking
point. We already
You're not
voted.
making a point
It
at
doesn't
all.
matter.
I need backup in the comments of this video. I don't care if you're
And
watching.
you have none.
The Daily Ghost. Wait, why isn't cleavage then nudity if side boob is? No, we're not
Okay.
talking tit
So
from
you guys,
the side.
you guys are thinking
There you go.
covered. Nipples
Yeah.
exposed.
Yeah. There is no top. It's nude. You're just to the side. That's what we're
Yeah.
arguing. That's what was in the fucking
we're
movie.
not-
We're not talking
we're
about
not-
fucking underboob and side boob, which is also hot.
we're not talking about the cleavage yet. So that's where the nudity in specific discussion is the nudity in suitable flesh, which clearly has nipple and side titty.
Daily Ghost is back. Yeah, that's nudity. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, we're not talking about covered. We're not talking about like
I'm gonna
little
choke the shit out
bikini
of you,
slits
Dan.
covering up and like fucking cocoa.
I'm gonna
on
die
TV
on the
shit.
hill on this one, but
You
we
can die, please.
to disagree. Fuck, we can agree.
We already made the official flesh food
Well,
position is a count.
gentlemen,
How many, Dan? How many people in the chat have supported you?
Well, Daily Ghost was starting to make a point.
He's
Then
back.
Yeah, till we explained it.
I Daily Ghost agrees with me. That's you turned him. You led the witness.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's
Yeah,
nudity.
that's nudity. Daily Ghost and Pitt. Yeah.
I'm fucking
Flesh
Santa.
on video. That's not the hill to die on, brother.
Oh, I
Daily
know.
Ghost. Dan needs full areola for it to be nudity, I guess. Yeah, he needs it straight on. And he needs to see it for like fucking at least 3 seconds.
Well, then,
Which-
so there, by that logic, there was no nudity in Lake. What was that one called? With the bitch with no nipples. Lake.
Ghost
Alice.
Lake or some shit.
Yeah, fuck.
Lake
The redhead
Al-
with like no nipples.
Yeah, you were fighting for that. He said fucking. It was all skin tone, no areola, no nipple
Yeah.
color. It was that's just
I'll
one
tell you right now.
ghost tit.
Do you remember what we're talking about, Dan?
That's a Christmas one too, but we did it like what? Like
No.
It
it wasn't
was
a
it was
Christmas one.
in,
It was
in
Slash
slashed
Platform.
over.
I'm pulling it up. It was like our fourth one.
None of us liked it. I think we all gave it like a 0 or
I think
1.
I was the only one who
Yeah.
liked it. I didn't like it.
It was a
Yeah,
winter
Daily
one,
Ghost,
right?
Gotta see these pepperonis.
Right.
You got to see the pepperoni.
Well, no one's going to say we don't
You
want it.
absolutely
Man.
have to.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, it was Crazy Lake.
Crazy. Okay.
Oh,
That was it.
Crazy Lake shows everything though.
Yeah,
there's
but
no- she doesn't have nipples, so you can't. They don't count.
it might
We
as well
love
have been
Crazy.
pixelated.
Yeah,
I don't
couldn't
remember.
see
it
Growing
anything.
up, 'cause we reviewed something called Lake Alice, I believe.
yeah, that was a different one.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, remember you couldn't see it. They just would look like naked mounds of fat.
In that moment. Then that might not have counted. I have to see specifically what you're talking about to remember. But that had
Can't. It blends in.
It's all one color. It's like weird.
All right. Got to see the pepperonis. So what else do we got coming up? I know
I'm
we
sure
got
women love when you call their nipples pepperonis.
Ghost called it that in the
I
chat.
did call a friend's nipples Nat Geos, and she wasn't very happy about that.
Is this? I always go back to it. Is this Spartacus girl?
No.
The one that wouldn't leave you alone during Spartacus?
No, that was
I've seen some baloney titties.
those are Nat Geos.
That's
I
like
got
the
a
worst.
buddy who fucking loves that shit.
Ah,
He's like,
Dad,
the more indigenous,
okay.
the better.
But if you're offered baloney or a dime, which one do you take?
50-cent piece, please.
That wasn't an option.
I'll take a time.
I don't know. That's too
Take
crazy,
a dime.
Lake.
I don't know. Fucking Sydney Sweeney's
Ah.
pretty there. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch Euphoria. Fuck all this.
I think you're gonna need to rub one out before you go and see that Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, it's probably
movie.
safe for your audience.
I'm in control.
Yeah. Don't make eye contact, Ed. Just give me 10. Anyway, if you like Sydney Sweeney, watch Euphoria.
I'm really
Absolutely.
glad I tagged Shudder and Screambox.
Yeah, start saying us more screeners, man. Fuck. Jerks.
Where we can segue into pepperoni titties in the middle of the review.
Well, we have no post-game show, so our energy needs to go somewhere.
There you go. There you go.
But you're getting a little bit of sneak preview. Yeah, we're definitely a little PG-13 tonight.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us and talking boobs. Watch Christmas Cruelty, a new Christmas
Flesh
classic.
wound approved for shizzle.
Flesh wound approved, and
No side boob.
No, that Christmas Cruelty delivers.
Full hold.
Christmas Cruelty delivers on that. Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and putting up with our nonsense. We love you. Check out, vote on Patreon, join the Discord. That's free. Get more of us. And that's all I got. Side boob doesn't count. Merry Christmas.
The official flesh wound position has already been decided. That side boob counts and is nudity.
We haven't had a full vote.
Okay, there we go. And Dan can't talk anymore. Pugs, I'm going to say goodnight.
I'll see you in New Zealand. Bye, humbug.